Let's go.
Live with the Woodlard Roll!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Y'all know what this is. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full of Nets. Spee, if you nasty.
Let's
man.
go. Let's go. Let's go, USA.
Let's go, USA. I like that, man. And I'm here with my brother, El Jefe, a.k.a. White Jersey, a.k.a. Blue Jersey, a.k.a. I didn't figure this out yet. But I'm going to figure this out. I'm telling you, I'm going to catch you off guard, and I'm going to figure this out. Hard knocks! I don't know. That doesn't sound good. I don't know. And shout out to you. Yes, you, the revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. And don't forget, guys, we got to pay the bills a little bit here, man. We are brought to you by, sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. If you deposit some money in today, they will actually match your deposit by half, up to $250. So please download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the code word REVIVAL, and you get your, of course, discounts and etc. today, man. Do us a favor. Go do it, man. We're going to start a fantasy league and everything through them and get you guys in an exclusive chat with us as well. So as soon as you sign up, DM us, email us, whatever you got to do to get in touch with us. We're easily accessible, guys. Come on. If you don't got X and Instagram, I don't know. I don't know. But let us know, man. We'll put you part of the exclusive chat within that social media, and we'll have a good time with you guys, man. But first, let's go around the room, man. How was y'all weekend, man? I'm starting with El Jefe on this one. Why not? Why not?
You know me. If I don't have anything big, I'm just at the beach, and unless something ridiculous happens, it's not too eventful. It's just dad life and swimming in the ocean. That's what I do. I could still do a flip on the diving board. Just want to throw that out there. I don't know if you guys got skills like that.
No.
But you're
I can't swim, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, this black man is definitely like the stereo.
The one guy
can't
swim. One guy,
right? like for real. Like at least I can walk in that motherfucker. So I'm like,
that's true.
I'm like, all right, I can walk in there. I'm good. I made it.
I am the dad that gets on the diving board in a pool full of kids, and I'm like, make way, kids. Let me show you something. Do a flip. It was only like a year or two ago that I could do a 1.5, but that takes like a full commitment that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah, like I feel like I'll pull something easily.
And you just black out. Like you see that clip of Simone Biles, what she was doing, like flipping herself 30 feet in the air and landing it.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Like just doing 1.5 straight forward into water is terrifying. So right. She's built different, that one.
Well, listen, let me ask you, man, is the diving board like a little bit off the pool, or is it like some stories or a couple like
just like a foot or two, a regular diving board.
Yeah, my brother has that, man. He be doing all that crazy stuff in his joint. I can't do that. I can't do that. He's like, jump in. I'm like, no, sir. I'm not doing it, man. But yeah, man.
I'm good at just. I could dive like a motherfucker. Like I could jackknife. I could do like maybe a back dive. Yeah, like I'm a really good diver. But the flips,
bro, what is a jackknife? Give me, man.
Oh, jackknife is when you go up. You do a perfect touch your toes, then back out into a dive. You got to get height though. Got to get height.
Now, why are you jackknifing? Why are you
because it looks pretty. It looks pretty, and we have contests. We do in our family who could do the prettiest dive at my uncle's joint because he's got the dive. I don't know, man. I will get it on record because I'm going there on the 4th of July. We got a little barbecue there. I'll get a little jackknife action for you guys, and you guys can.
And I want video proof. Challenge extended.
You got it.
I want video proof.
Listen, and I want no splash, all right? Because it's supposed to be pretty, right?
You got to get the perfect dive down, so there's little to no splash. I got you.
Like Spears a big boy. Imagine he goes in, it's like no splash.
Imagine like what I'm saying.
Just a bubble.
Like imagine just like blue, like a little splash. Like
I don't know. I used to be good at it, but a couple beers later, I don't know if I got
extended or whatever. Half. I'm with you. We need that on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Challenge extended.
See if someone can get some record of it. But other than that, man, I've been in pool. Jeff said was at Beach. I was at a pool, just soaking it in all weekend long, and then I had my then we had a little retirement party, but nothing to write home about. I'm ready to chill with my boys every Tuesday, and that, like Jeff said, if it's not in the script, I'm just ready for you guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for our people over here.
Happy Hard Knocks Tuesday.
Yeah, man, definitely happy Hard Knocks Tuesday, guys. Of course, man, we got some things going around. Hard Knocks is coming out. First it was 9, now it's 10. I think 9 o'clock on the app.
I don't fucking. What is that?
Why they got to make it so? Like, what does that hour do?
Oh.
Just
know.
make it the same time across all platforms. Jesus
It
Christ.
makes sense, right? I mean, I understand they want people to download the app, whatever the case is, but come on, like the Giants got to be so goddamn difficult, even on a whole different platform. I don't get it, but that's another thing. That's another thing, all right? But of course, at 10 p.m., man, if you guys have the regular cable without the app, you can go check it out. That's, I think, the time we're gonna check it out, unless you got the boutleg. Or we got somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
We don't want to shout them out too much.
We don't want to shout them out. That's our brother, but we don't want to shout him out. But DM, we'll hook you up. But with that being said, man, I just want to know the excitement level you guys having in there. We got a lot of clips and etc. that you can kind of chew off a little bit, but today will kind of be the breakdown of it. But you got 5 episodes, man, and they're all airing in different ones. But I just want to say this, man. You got the Saquon ordeal happening. You got the Brian Burns trade happening.
Ooh.
Gives you a little something to chew on and speak. I just want to get your thoughts, man, with that Brian Burns clip. How they were able to break that down a little bit. Let's just chew that up a little bit, man. Are you excited what Joe Shane is doing with that organization, especially getting a player like that with the price too? Let's say that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how like the inner workings work on a trade like that. Like, because you always hear about this guy's worked with this guy, so there's going to be a little bit of advantage because they're talking together. And you got it front and center in that video because it was Dan Morgan and it was Billy Beane and it was Joe Shane, 3 guys that have worked together underneath each other, and there was a relationship there. So you understood right away, these guys were just shooting the shit. I think it was down in Mobile at the Senior Bowl, and it just got into talking a conversation. It started off with Joe Shane asking Beane and Morgan, hey, do you guys want the 6th pick? Who wants to come up? And it was just like he was bullshit. He was like, you want to come up? You want to come up? And Carolina wasn't going to come up. Carolina's like, no, I'm gonna look at a move back, and Beane was like, no, I can't afford to come up, man. Like, I literally can't afford to. The 6th pick was too high of a price to pay the salary of the 6th pick. And then Morgan from Carolina goes, do you want to give me 2 firsts for Brian Burns? And Brian Burns wasn't even on map for Shane, it seemed like. And he goes, no, I'm good with I'm good with the 2 firsts, but Brian Burns, you're saying that he's like, all right, how about a first and something else? And he's like, we're getting closer. Joe Shane says, we're getting closer, now we can start talking. And you just see the evolution of how a trade happens. It's almost like a fantasy league. It's almost like you and your buddy just shooting the shit at a bar. And you're like, hey, this guy might be available. I'm fucking drunk. You're drunk. Let's start talking. And it just came together like that. So it's fun to watch the interaction and how an evolution of a trade happens like that. And that's why I love what this show is going to show, man. It's going to be awesome.
Listen, when they say, man, the NFL isn't like Madden, that was kind of Madden-esque right there. I ain't gonna lie to you at all. Man, what you got? What's your thoughts?
Yeah,
man?
I had the same takeaway, how it just seemed very casual, the way they're shopping and talking about these picks, because, like, they're kidding, but they're not, because that looked like the beginning of what sent Brian Burns to the Giants. And the guy, he didn't Joe Shane didn't ask for Brian Burns. Offered his name up. He's like, oh, he's for sale. I could use a pass rusher. Let's talk some more.
Well, so it started with the 2 firsts, right? That's how it started. It ended with a 2nd and a 5th. So I'd say that Joe Shane won the trade, right? If you start with 2 firsts.
I can't say that yet, Speed, because we don't know we understand what Brian Burns could do. We saw film in Carolina, but somehow when they're on the Giants, it's something totally different. Yeah. So let me say this. You're
playing Captain Hindsight, though, right? Because, like,
of course,
you don't want to. You got to, like, when the Waller trade happened, we were happy because it seemed right. Like, when the trade happened with this, it seemed right. How it turns out, we'll see.
That's true. And let me say that, Speed. Let me just, you're absolutely right. Hindsight 2020, you want to say, hey man, Joe Shane got a deal, a 2 and a 5th, because they were off. They wanted 2 first rounders, right? So a 2 and a 5, man. I think that's a good deal for a player of that caliber as of Brian Burns, right? I mean, yet to be determined, guys. I get it. You know, I mean, he got to play. We got to see what he can do, and et cetera, et cetera. But I think I like, a lot of people are probably hating Joe Shane a little bit. Right, you're looking at Evan Neal, you're looking at a couple draft options, and you're like, man, what did he do there? What was he thinking? But looking at that particular moment, you go, man, okay, this guy is smart. He is building some sort of foundation. You kind of breathe a little bit easy. That's what I got from it. Is that, man, I could breathe a little easy knowing that he's smart enough to work out a deal to get a 2 and a 5 for a caliber like Brian Burns, and knowing that he still has the cap to pay him to keep him satisfied as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because there was another clip where he was like, yo, we're gonna have to pay him. You know, and they still had the money to pay him, you know, so he's a competent GM, something that you haven't seen, you know, in a few years of the Giants, you know, with the Dave Gettleman era and etc. So just to see that, I'm like, okay, he may be new, he still may be wet behind the ears as far as being a GM, but the guy's smart. He knows what he's doing. So I could breathe a little bit easier knowing that he's building his team the right way, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So I was just happy to see that.
I like the way he carries himself better. He's obviously more modern, and he seems to have more friends, you know, in the right circles and stuff like that. But like the truth is still to be determined for me in terms of him actually being a good GM. And I think this year is the make or break, so to speak. The roster is his now. Every decision, every guy on the team, they were either, you know, it was either your option to keep him, and if you didn't draft him, you paid him, you gave him a new deal, whatever it is. Like, yes, you didn't draft every single player, but I doubt any GM has a team full of all the players that he drafted, right? You pick some up along the way. The roster turns over, I think, like 1/3 at least every season. So this is his team now. And the first year was pure magic. Second year was a fucking disaster. So we really don't know if Joe Shane's good yet. We're hoping for a bit of a revival from Joe Shane here. Let's come back. Let's bounce back and show that we're on the right track. Otherwise, it's back to the drawing board again. Way back.
This is that third make or break season, right? It's a fork in the road. I don't think you're going to go straight to like contender here, but show us you got something. Show us you built a good roster. If nothing, like if Daniel Jones isn't a guy, I want to know that we're just a quarterback away from from contending. But I want to see the rest of the roster at least look good, because these are your guys now, like you said, Jeff. Like this is what you got. You drafted 3 times now. Like you had free agency, like we need to see something now, right? We need to see something.
It's his team.
I totally agree, man. And you know, they're on the clock. I don't want to say they're on the clock because a lot of people are like, man, they'll be fired, whatever. They're not getting fired. I think they're gonna play out their contract that they're here, and they're gonna play that out, whatever the case is. But you know, I got faith, man. I got faith. This is gonna give us some more insight of what we have in our front office that could finally be competent, man. But guys. Of course, man, we advertise this throughout the entire week, man. We have a special guest in the building here. All right. I want you guys to know, man, he's probably the hottest, arguably, social media content creator that you ever seen from Barstools, man. The best blogger, vlogger the world has ever seen. And if you haven't seen it, you've been living under a damn rock. My brother, your brother, our brother, Frank the Take Fleming. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Round of applause. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for doing this, man. How's everything, brother Frank?
It's going well. It's going well.
Good, man. That's a good thing, brother. Thank you, man, for your time. We do appreciate you, man. I got a couple questions for you, man, because a lot of people want to know, you know, where you came from and etc. And we're gonna get to that, all right? But you're doing some awesome things, man. You actually has a new concept, a new show that's going around your weight loss journey. A lot of people, you're doing some interviews where people are walking with Frank here. Just tell the people how you came up with that concept there, and of course that journey of health and etc. Man, just take the people through that concept and etc. for us.
Well, I started walking daily back in September. Well, actually, the concept came about when I had a long walk on the Notre Dame campus to go watch them play Ohio State.
So
cool. Wow. About a week later, I started walking every day, and around January, we got contacted by JJ Watt, who liked what I was doing. So he said, "How about I join you on a walk?" And then we did an interview, and that went well. And then it just went from there. We got Bob Francesa, we had Portnoy, of course. We did Saquon Barkley just before he signed with the Eagles. We also had Dwight Gooden, Shaheen Holloway, number of guests. And that was season 1, and we're starting to line up guests for season 2 now.
That's awesome, man.
Awesome, man.
You got your. So I want to ask you. I know Doc is your guy, man. Like, was that a dream come true? Like a bucket lister for you? Like,
yes, that was a great one. That was a great one. Also did Boomer Esiason, and that was a good one.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And
PK Subban was a fun one.
Oh yeah, nice, man. Like you're doing a great job. We love what you do. It's a great concept. So can I ask you? I don't know if you're willing to share with us how much weight have you lost during this whole process of the walking and everything like that?
Well, my worst was in 2016. I was over 500 pounds.
And what you got now? Where you at?
And now I lost some weight with an illness in 2016. Then I got down as low about 370. 360.
Let's go, man.
In 2019, and then I ballooned back up after the pandemic, back up to about 430.
As we all did.
Yep. Last year in August, I was weighing at 383, and my latest weigh-in was 319.
Oh shit!
Let's go. Gotta hit the air horns on that one, man. Frank, keep going, man. That is awesome. Incredible story, man. Like once I saw that you was actually doing something like that, I was like, man, this guy, man, we got your back, man. Anything you need, man, we're here to definitely support, man. But Speed, Hef, man, we got Frank the Tank here, man. Let's get some questions in for him, man.
Hey,
in there, chat.
So you had a bucket list already, Doc Gooden. Who is next on your docket? Who's one that you want to get, and or is he lined up already for season 2?
Well, a lot of people I want to walk with. Of course, some Dolphin legends, Dan Marino. Love to walk with Mike Piazza. Already walked with Gooden. Love to walk with Strawberry, Hernandez, Piazza. Anyone like that would be a good one. I also walked with Allen Houston. Be nice to get some NBA ones lined up. Perhaps Charles Barkley. Shaquille O'Neal would be a fun one to walk with.
Nice. Was there anybody that you have met or interviewed that was way better or worse than you expected it to go? Hopefully, I would love to hear a word.
They've all gone pretty well, pretty much.
So yeah, they're all.
Scott Van Pelt was definitely an interesting one.
Interesting. Can we peel that onion back? What do you mean an interesting one?
Well, I'd always gone after him online, but he was very funny and very supportive.
He seems like a cool guy. He seems like a good dude from not knowing him at all personally, but I like him.
So now that you're famous, now that you got all these guys under your belt, you've been with Barstool since 2018.
2017 was part-time, 2017 to 2020, and I've been full-time now since 2020.
Awesome. I mean, you've been killing it. I want to take a little page out of the part of my take book here. Who is the most famous number in Frank Fleming's phone right now? Who have you got that you've been in contact with since you've been this Hall of Fame?
Well, I got my producer Jenks. He does a lot of those arrangements, so I don't have that many famous people in my phone.
You go through him. Yeah. I got you, man.
Must be nice to have a producer. We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there one of these days. All right, so Frank, we want to shift the conversation here because I'm the resident Met fan here. I want to talk Mets with you here. So, how you feeling? They were 11 games under. You're back to 500 now. How you feeling about the team? A lot of Met fans want to know what Frank's thinking. How you feeling about the Mets right now and their chances of turning this thing around and then it being real?
Well, if you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. So the Mets are on that fringe right now. I wouldn't mortgage the future to do anything this year, but I wouldn't necessarily sell off everything.
Yeah. So you're half in, half out.
Yeah.
All right, and so I'm a Mr. Glass half full kind of guy here. So I want Frank to come over to the good side here. I know a lot of fans give you shit for being a little bit negative about the Mets. Where's your faith level in like the Mets at this point in the organization? Do you like where Stearns is going? You like what the big boss Cohen's doing? You liking what's things going on overall?
I'm still not fully in. I still have my doubts. The farm system. They've never. Looks like we got Alvarez and Vientos look decent,
Right.
but for the most part, most people come up disappoint. I mean, Brett Beatty. This is your classic quadruple A player who just cannot make it in the majors.
He's a 4A kind of player, but Alvarez, Vientos, come on, you got to get a little excited about those two guys. Little something.
Yeah, they have shown me something.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right.
So, just in case you guys don't know, man, Frank the Tank in the New York Giants community, Frank, we have somebody named Charlie. He's always, a little hard on the Giants here. All right? He's always like, no, the Giants just have to keep proving it. Are you still that type of guy? No matter how good the Mets are, they still got to prove it to you. And what is the goal of saying like, hey, you know what? They are the team. They are that type of team to me. What is your satisfaction that you get from the Mets pretty much at this point, man, to make you say like, all right,
I need to see a team that I know can make the playoffs every year without worrying about it.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yankees. You want Yankees level like.
We'll take you to the Yankees if you like.
To be honest, not to be Mr. Glass half empty, but once you get comfortable with that, that's not enough either. I mean, the lesser teams take it for granted, but Rangers fan in hockey, they're in the playoffs every year, right? Like they're there, they're relevant, but it's like, Jesus Christ, what do you have to do to get over that hump? But
yeah.
As Giants fans, we would die for a consistent playoff team. So it's all perspective, but I feel you, man.
All right, happiest moment since 1986 as a Met fan. Can you give me something? Was it 15? Was it 06? Before the strike three? Has there been any happiness?
The 2006 season.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. I feel you. Yeah,
now let me ask you this, Tank, man, because a lot of people, they're like, hey, where did Frank the Tank come from? What's going on? How did he get to Barstools? Can you just let the people know? How did you come about? Where did Barstools come into play to actually pick you up? So, tell people your story a little bit.
It started with the New Jersey Transit rant. I was late to opening day in 2017 because all the trains broke down, and I had a rant, and it all went on from there.
So, were you just flipping out, and they were like, "Hey, sir, this is going to be good for television. Let's put a microphone on him."
I saw a reporter asking, interviewing people, and I just let it out.
Did you have any idea that would change your life?
No, I didn't.
And how did that go from that to Barstool?
Barstool saw it. I was brought on the old radio program, and I got put on part-time after that, and it just grew. It kept growing.
So, what did you want to, growing up, little Frank, growing up? Did you want to be in sports? Was this your thing that you wanted to do?
In fact, I went to. I took broadcasting at Montclair State to do this.
Hey, shout out Montclair State. You're a North Jersey guy. Where are you born and raised? North Jersey? Is that where you
I was born in Great Falls, Montana, but raised in the Newark, Belleville, Bloomfield area my whole life.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now, let me ask you.
Yeah.
How is Mr. Portnoy there? I believe the Presidente. Am I right here? Speak. Correct me if I'm wrong here. But how's it working with the El Presidente there?
The personality you see on the online is the personality he really is.
That's good.
Okay.
I like him already. I've been like him. I just need the confirmation to say that. But that's cool. It's not bad at all, man.
And I see. So you're still writing. I want to ask: is a good article? Is it a good article or a good vlog? Your thing. What is your most passion right now? Writing a good article or putting out some video content?
The video content.
Yeah, that's your shtick. Okay, I like it, man. I mean, we love everything that you're doing here. And so we want to shift to speaking about video content. If you had to pick. So you do your taste testing, your raw dog, and your cooking. If you had to pick MFK, marry, fuck, kill, which one you picking out of your three? Because you got your baby, and I want to know which one you like the most. So marry, fuck, kill, raw dogging, cooking, taste test.
I like this one.
Kill the taste test. Marry the raw dogging and fuck the cooking, I guess.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Marry
Alrighty,
the raw
guys.
dogging. That's something I didn't
res-
think I'd hear tonight. Yeah.
I
Dude,
respect it. I
you're
respect
right.
it. So let
All right,
me say this.
best dog. Wait, before you get there,
Okay.
what best dog of the year so far? What's what you had?
Cruise missiles in Passaic, New Jersey.
Cruise missiles. Okay. We might have to
there.
make a trip. We might have to make a trip, boys.
So just what we do, we kind of do this with all guests that came on the show. Last year we did something called If the Giants Win Challenge, where we challenged our guests. The Giants win, they got to do something. So I'm gonna challenge you. Won't be the Giants, it'll be for the Mets. If the Mets make the playoffs, we're gonna challenge you to do something. Now, I don't know what it is. Speed, do you have anything in mind? Let's see if Frank the Tank here can live up to what we have in mind here, brother. Come on, man. What we got, man? Come on.
Frank,
If the Mets go to the playoffs, what up?
If the Mets go to play, what we do is a challenge. So I did first game of the season for the Giants 2 years ago. I said I'm going to drink as many beers as the Giants score points, and they scored 21 points. Your boy got blacked out. I had to drink 21 beers in the first game. So if the Mets make the playoffs, we're putting a challenge on you. Is there something that you could do that off the top of your head that you think is a big enough challenge that you're going to be able to accept? If I said, listen, me and the boys are going to come with you to with the first Mets playoff game, and we're gonna rage out. I don't know if you want to do that. We come to do a vlog with you. I don't know, but you got any ideas of what a challenge would be?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay. We're gonna throw some ideas at you. I think if the Mets make the playoffs, we go game one. We're gonna be partnering with you guys, and we're gonna rage out, and we're gonna make a vlog from there and go forward. What do you say?
I don't know.
All right. Listen, we're gonna hold you to something. We're gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna put a public challenge out to you. And I know you're a bit skeptical as a Met fan, but we need some positivity out of Frank. We need some.
I just don't know if they have the especially the bullpen. The bullpen
stinks. It stinks. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it.
That's the point of the challenge, to kind of have a little fun with it. Listen, they can make it because we didn't know the Giants were going to make the playoffs.
We got in trouble with the Giants in 2022 because
we did.
New coach, new GM. We expected them to suck, and then they started 7-1, and we had to do some shit for 7 weeks in a row. There, that was tough.
Listen, and that was tough to come up with, man, because we were like, "What do we do next?"
Yeah, like we're like, well, we have to keep going because they keep winning.
Yeah, it was tough.
I was giving away free Dunkins.
Listen,
like LPG.
Let's get one game in here, and then we'll let Frank go. Frank, it's gonna be a quick game. It's called Let's Be Frank. I'm gonna shoot 2 questions. Shoot a question at you. You gotta choose one or the other. All right. So Let's Be Frank. Grimace or Oh My God? What's the reason why the Mets are doing good right now?
Grimace.
Ooh.
Got it.
I like that.
Well,
I know you're a hot dog guy, so I'm gonna say Nathan's or Sabrett's.
Sabrett's.
Ooh, okay. Shot by that hef.
NJ Transit or NYC Transit?
New York City.
I figured that much.
All right, you guys speak.
Strawberry or Piazza?
Ooh, that's a tough
Piazza.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. You're going.
They're both very good. They're both very good, but I like the fact that Piazza was a more consistent clutch hitter and played at the catch position.
Yeah.
Of course, Strawberry has more home runs with the Mets, but Piazza's like close behind. And being the best offensive catcher in baseball history, I have to put Piazza ahead.
Fair.
Let's do Cohen or the Wilpons.
Well,
there it goes. That's what we like. Come on, Frank. That's what we like.
Cohen still has a while to go, but the Wilpons were a fucking disaster.
They were a disaster. All right, so I got one. Brodeur or Scott Stevens?
Martin Brodeur.
Yeah, that's fair.
Correct.
That's Hall of Famer. best in the business right there.
Yeah.
All right, here's one for one of the dumbest New Jersey arguments: Taylor ham or pork roll? What is it?
Taylor ham.
Yes.
That was
yes.
I like that.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Are you gonna let's do it? Tua Tagovailoa, you signing him or dumping him?
You know, I think you just give him the year.
Okay.
Play it
You
out.
just waiting him out? You're waiting him out?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a true believer yet?
Well,
Okay.
I don't think the Dolphins should paint themselves in the corner like the Giants did with Daniel Jones.
Ouch, but good point. Yeah.
Yes.
Great
But I don't. There's nobody out there right now that's available that could top him. Now, if he doesn't get the job done this year, and the Cowboys choke again, I could see the Dolphins becoming a serious player in the Dak Prescott sweepstakes.
That makes a lot of sense. Either quarterback, you're gonna have to pay a stupid annual rate. That's like the problem. Like you get a quarterback that's good enough. Like Tua is putting up numbers. He's got these phenomenal receivers, but you're gonna have to pay him $60 million to keep him. Like it's just not right. Not every quarterback that's due for a contract needs to reset the market, and for some reason that's what's happening and puts teams in a shitty position.
I mean, yeah, I want to believe in him. It wasn't his fault what happened last year, but you can't do what the Giants did.
Yeah,
But you have to like give.
You mentioned that, yeah.
You have to give him a shot.
Totally agree. And you know what, guys? We have a good question here, man, for Frank, man. Shout out to our guy here, Gregory May. Who was your Met Mount Rushmore? 4 players. Who you got?
Frank, who you got? You got I'd venture to say, are you a right guy or Piazza?
My Met Mount Rushmore. Who would I put on there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tom Seaver, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Piazza, obviously.
Okay.
Dwight Gooden. I put on there.
Right.
And
Last one's always a tough one.
this last one is a tough one. No, I would put Strawberry.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Darryl, okay. You know David Wright? You're not a David Wright guy? Or you just didn't do enough for you?
I think Strawberry is better than Wright.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Enough, man. But brother Frank, please, if you can, we want to thank you so much for your time. Let the people know how to find you. What is your handles on social media, especially on X?
The 2 main ones you can find me on are Twitter, NJTank99, and Instagram, NJTank1975. And then you can also find me on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. So Frank the Tank Fleming.
All right, man.
Oh,
love it, Frank.
Brother Frank the Tank Fleming, we thank you so much for your time, man. And hopefully we can do this again, man. Hopefully when the football season, we talk some Dolphins and Giants, maybe, man. Thank you so much for your time, brother. Let's do it.
All right, Frank. Go Mets. Thanks for coming through, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Later.
Take care. Oh, man, that was good,
All
man.
right.
Shout out to Frank, man, for doing that, man. That's our guy right there. Now he's part of the family here. He's part of the family.
Sir.
Thank you so much,
sir.
Frank, man. Guys, I want to say a couple things, man. Of course, we got the what is that show?
Hard
Knocks,
Knocks
show coming up
Hard
tonight.
Knocks, baby.
But I want to talk about some Knicks stuff real quick, man, because of course I hearts the hell up out of here. And I'm not panicked. Let me tell you, I walked into the building of my job, right? And there's a guy I talked to about Knicks on New York Sports, and he's like, man, I want Hart. I'm like, man, what you panicking for? And I know you watching. I know you watching.
A lot of panic.
I know you watching. You know who you are. What you panicking for? I told him, man up. Hart's all right. You gonna go get this money? We're gonna be all right. He was like, no, man, it was just the chemistry. Nah, man. What you panicking for? So I want to ask you guys, man, do you have the same panic as him? And I'm gonna start with, of course, El Jefe on this one, man. You feel that panic with iHeart going, or you feel like they'll be all right? The Knicks will be all right.
This is not a panic guy to lose. I mean, listen, he was a great role-playing center that you grew to love, even his ugly floaters. We've talked about his floaters at length on this program. But that's not a guy that is like, sorry, BT. He went nuts on the fan.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
Talking about the Knicks were a contender. Now they're not. I'm sorry. The guy who's 6 points and 8 rebounds for his career does not move the needle for your championship. I will agree that the pickings are slim in terms of what you can replace him with, but that doesn't mean you have to pay him $28 million a year like you got. The Knicks are getting Randall back. They added Bridges. You just added a lot of points. Stay with me. Points are good. Points are good. Right?
Points are good.
So I'm good with it. I do agree. It's a shame that he was due for a contract because I would have loved to bring him back. I loved him as a player. Good fit. All of those things. But this is not a freaking out situation. You just got to get creative. We have assets still. If there's a center you need to get your hands on, but it's a need. But this team is deep, and it'll be a problem when you play like Philly and you have no answer for Joel Embiid. But that's what it is. I think the Knicks have done pretty much everything right so far.
Totally agree. Speed, man. What's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much I'm panicked about losing Ihart. He was a good player, solid role player. He got a lot of rebounds. Those tip outs were part of the reason why the Knicks were good last year. Again, but it's just we should be panicking over the player. Obviously, he got paid over the best year of his career. And the Knicks were right to not give him that money. And OKC was right to give him that money, too. Like, it's going to be a fun team in OKC. I don't blame him. I don't blame OKC. And I don't blame the Knicks. It's just the situation that it was, And the problem is there's nobody else out there. If you look at the list of free agents, it's bottom of the barrel. The last guy that I was looking at, Wiseman, he just went to the Indiana Pacers. There's a couple of, there's Tristan Thompson, this guy Dice, and a couple of other names here and there, old names, but there's really not much else out there. So you got to, anytime they're going up against a big team, they're going to get worked in the middle. This is a small ball lineup that you got going on right now. This is, and OG is going to play the 4 spot. Bridges is going to play Bridges is going to play a 3. You got, DiVincenzo, you got, Jalen. So they're going small ball, and that's the direction they went. That's fine. So you have to take a hit somewhere, and this is it. What I worry about is now it's just a black hole. You got Sims and you got Mitch Robinson. Mitch Robinson, if he stays healthy, will be fine. That'll be fine. But he hasn't stayed healthy ever. So I don't know, man. Yeah. It's gonna be you're gonna take a hit there. You don't need offense there. You need defense. If he can stay there, they'll be fine. But he ain't gonna stay there. That's the problem.
Listen, man, I just want to shout out to the people that's actually commenting on X, man. That's the first time I actually see X come in on one of these bad boys.
Yeah.
Man. Ask the question, I just want to answer this real quick and show him some love. Do y'all want to, do y'all think Malik Neighbors should keep number 9? And yeah.
Good question.
I mean, if it's available, right? I mean, is it what you call it wearing that?
We got a Graham Gano situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you gotta pay the price, Rook. You want number 9, go pay the price,
right.
Rook.
Right, first round pick. You got some financials you can throw around if you need to. But Graham Gano, like you're a kicker, that you are kind of like the redheaded stepchild on the roster. Like unless you're Justin Tucker, who's like a legit stud that the team like respects like that. Like nobody really gets that treatment besides Justin Tucker in the NFL right now. Move your number. Put a price tag on it if you want. And
didn't somebody like I forget? I don't know if it was Eli. I don't know who it was, but didn't somebody pay for a kitchen? Like promised, like to pay for a kitchen?
Yeah, I forgot. There's some.
I think at
hefty,
the time.
Yeah, there's some hefty
Chat,
prices
get in there,
on
let
those
us know.
numbers, man. There's some hefty
pay like
prices
a
on those
$20,000 kitchen to get their number. Like, yo, you got some money there, neighbors.
This is interesting. Then, like TK, if he's Graham Gano, $100K. Now, Graham Gano probably makes a couple million.
Yeah,
$100K,
but that buys you a kitchen.
But $100K, I mean, that's an in-ground pool.
Yeah, right.
Which I would love to have. I would love to have that right now.
Same.
Anybody need my number? $100K.
Okay. So let's bring us to our next point. What's your number, Jeff? What is your number that you would pick going into the NFL that you would be defined by? Because it's a defining. This is why people pay this much money to get these numbers, right? Because it defines you in the NFL or any sport, so they buy your jersey. What's your number, Jeff?
I mean, TK will tell you my number's been 11 since since the second that I could pick a number. And on like varsity teams where I had to wait for somebody to graduate or get out of the way before I could get it. I would go to like 13 or 33, something like that.
Right.
But 11 is first choice if it's available every time.
E,
Oh, that's
what's
up,
your
man.
number?
8 for me, man. The number
Eight.
good old 8, man. When I played
I like
ball,
that.
had to be 8 on that back of that dang jersey. You dig what I'm telling you? Had to be 8. Just look good. I wasn't trying to be like nobody. It's just because the day of my birthday, man. 4-8. So
Yeah.
I love 8. 8's my number. It just looks good on that jersey. I ain't gonna hold
Hey,
you. Looks
I'll
good.
tell you what. Neighbors was an 8. Neighbors was 8 at LSU, but we got an 8 right now in a Giants. For now, we have an 8 in a Giants jersey right now.
Yeah, but
And I don't think he's buying. I don't
Eli,
think he's
you
buying
didn't buy that.
number.
You didn't buy that jersey. How come?
What you mean?
I mean, the Giants have a number 8, a prominent
buy the
number
8?
8.
He's
on its second
I mean,
contract.
you put me on the spot here, so I guess I have to answer. I have to answer.
I mean, the time would have been any time in the last 5 years.
Listen, I'll tell you
now.
this. The 8 looks great. It looks incredible. It's just it just
looks
has
better
Jones
on Lamar.
it.
Looks better on Lamar.
Yeah,
and Steve
it just
Young.
has Jones on it. Listen, and not trying to bash Daniel Jones because we love Daniel Jones. Let's stop playing around. We love Daniel, guys. Relax.
We love to play around with
Relax.
the idea.
Yeah, we just like relax, guys. We love Daniel, but we like to play with you guys because you guys go off the deep end a little bit. You're like, oh no, it's Daniel! Like you guys really go off the deep end and stuff. But listen, I didn't buy anybody's jersey. That's something crazy. The last jersey I actually bought was Eli Manning. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, okay.
That's it,
no,
man.
it's
So
not crazy.
that's the only Giant jersey I own. The rest of them is just hoodies because I'm like, too many players came and went.
We
man.
can't.
Like,
You're right.
I mean,
you get an oldie. You get an oldie, but a goodie. Those don't go out. Like Eli Manning as a Giant will never go. He's not going to get traded. He's done. He's a Hall of Famer. That's it. Then I have my old LT jersey. I got a Justin Tuck, and I got an Eli Manning. There's a shrine there. They're not going anywhere. Those are my guys, and I don't buy jerseys anymore. Just shirts.
Hold on, Spiro. What is your jersey number?
Yeah.
So 22. 22 is my number. It was always. It was close to MJ was my guy. I was like, I can't be 23 because I hated guys that were 23.
Then you're
calm down. You're not MJ.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, how close? I didn't like 24, so 22 was my number, man. It was close to MJ, and that was my spot. So I always had 22. If not 22, 44. Pure coincidence that it's doubled up, but that was my backup number if 22 was taken. So everybody's gotta have a backup number, right?
That's not. That's true. That's true. Damn, did I have a backup number?
No,
my backup number was 4. My backup number was 4.
8,
it's either 4 or 8, man. Yeah, it's either 4 or 8. But think about it. Think about it. Nobody's picking 8 that much. I mean, I understand Kobe and stuff was out, but nobody was really picking 8 that much back in the day.
True.
Spiro, that's funny that my backup was 33 from 11, and you're 22 and 44.
Yeah. What is with the double numbers? I don't know. It's always, hey, let's go.
We're brothers.
We're happy and we're singing
and we're colored.
Oh,
Give me a high five. Dude, I watched more. I may have watched every episode of Wayne's Brothers.
Hello, by the way, Bill Hartnett's going nuts in this chat, man. I just wanted to. There was something I saw. This is why I let you guys do it because that shit fucking distracts me. Sorry, Bill. I was trying to get you there. Shout out, Rich, man. 7 is your number. I get it. Sorry, Bill. I totally screwed that up. But guys, of course, there is no show without the weekly.
Oh,
the weekly.
Give it to us.
Hold on. Where the hell did it go? Oh, I just got rid of air horns it is. Air horns it is. Air horns it is.
Air horns. Hey, Precious, the weekly. Precious.
We love you, Press. We love you. Hopefully I see you
hello, my Revival Brothers. A bit late, but Can't Stay just wanted to give a shout out to Revival's family in the chat. Make some noise. Make some motherfucking noise. Thank you, Precious. We always love you.
It's not a show without it's not a show without Precious, and not without her money, but I mean her presence.
Yes. It ain't about them. I mean, listen, there's a little bit about we love we love
a little bit of everything.
We love you. I need to see her in the chat.
But here's the thing: we gotta see everybody. Like, if I don't see Bill, if I don't see Scoob, if I don't see Press, if I don't see Rich, if I don't see Jay, if I don't see any, and I'm not trying to leave out.
You're leaving TK out for sure.
TK definitely. If I don't see anybody in these chats, man, I get a little worried about them.
Those are our people.
Family.
Those are
where are you?
It was Val B. Shore, man. He's supposed to be here, man. He was like killing it last year. It was Val B.
When we make it, guess who's coming with?
All them.
Those people.
TK, all of them, everybody.
Let's
Yep.
go.
TK, Bill Hart, and everybody, man. Because we're gonna rent out a fucking skybox or the VIP lounge of
Let's
the
go.
Giants, and everybody's gonna be there, man. Once we sign that mega
Underdog's gonna pay for it. They're gonna be
Hell
like,
yeah.
bring 25 your closest followers.
There's something coming. You guys don't know there's something coming.
Don't know. You don't even realize.
You got names. You
guys don't know it's coming. Ooh, Lord.
They don't even know.
We got 13 minutes still. Hard knocks.
Can I just say one? I want to get one thing off my chest here. One thing off my chest.
This is your show, pal.
I'm
go
angry.
for it.
Yeah, man, go for it.
I'm angry, guys. I'm angry at U.S. fucking soccer.
Oh, me too.
U.S. soccer just got eliminated from Copa. We're the host country to the Copa America tournament. The host country. And we have the likes of Panama and Bolivia. And listen, Uruguay was in our group too. Uruguay is top class, high class team. But there's no scenario where USA should have not gotten out of their group. And here we are, a day after the debacle that we got. We got knocked out last night. Of course, we lost to Uruguay. That's not the shocking part. We lost to Panama the game before, and that was the thing that put us out of the tournament. What are we doing, U.S. soccer? We're hosting the World Cup in 2 years, and we can't even get out of our own fucking tournament in the Copa America. Like, what are we doing? We have a shitty coach that we fired and then brought back, and he's still shitty. What a fucking shock!
You never get back with your ex-girlfriend. Someone give me one time it made your life better to get back with an ex-girlfriend. There's not one story of it.
Never works.
Don't waste my time. I mean, it's a joke. They have not progressed at all. Meanwhile, the American women continue to dominate, right? And the men they just can't get there. And this is supposed to be, and I hate even using this because it's such bullshit, the golden era of American soccer. Like, because you have more skilled players than you have. You have more players playing in Europe and in Premier than you ever have. And yet you can't move the needle at all. You could see the difference that like Pulisic is out there. Like he looks different, right? But like I'd rather have the Dempsey and the Donovan and the dudes that are just all fucking heart and they pour it out there and they got more done than these skilled players. And so like we haven't progressed. We're not any closer than we were a decade ago. And that sucks. We're fucking America. It's the 4th of July. I shouldn't be shitting on America.
Right.
Listen, man, let me say this, man. I don't get into the men's because I know this happens. The women, of course, kick ass.
I don't flirt with the males because I used to be one.
Right? Like, let me tell you, it's a shit show when you fire a coach and bring him back. That's like us bringing back Joe Judge. That's like us bringing back Pat Shermer. That's like us bringing back Ben McAdoo. If it didn't work the first time, it damn sure ain't going to work again. So that's an organization problem. So at this point, they got to fix the entire organization, flush it out. I don't know what's in there. And then start from scratch, man, because it's going to continuously happen year over year if they don't fix the root cause of that problem. And that's whoever the hell is at the main top hiring these guys. So once they flush them out, they'll be set to go, man. But I don't even get into it, man.
You're right. It's a broken system. It's top to bottom. And it starts, the coach is the headpiece, but this is way higher than the coach. This whole damn thing, our whole development system, what it costs to play soccer, to the juniors, the youth leagues, everything. We don't develop, and when we develop, we don't even coach them at the highest level. It's just an absolute shit show, and it needs to get torn down.
Part of the problem too is like, and I don't blame colleges for doing this because it's done in multiple sports and everything, but like I experienced it firsthand. Is players are brought in from Europe to help make our universities and our colleges better. But like, guess where they're playing when it counts?
Going home.
Yeah, they're going home.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Going home.
So that sucks. And there's just no, I don't know. It's like inconceivable that we still can't compete. But when you watch Premier League games and you watch the elite players, we don't have anybody that looks like that. And there's just a quality to the way they play, and it's just like hard to explain without the eye test. Their touch, their speed, their vision, everything they do is better and faster. And we don't have dudes like that. We just look like, but we don't act, and we're not pussies. I will say that. We don't pretend to get hurt and hold our ankle and do all that shit. Yeah. But when you're not winning, no one cares. Because did you see how well they bled the clock towards the end?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
They're playing with us.
When you get under 10 or 12 minutes against an experienced, smart team like that, you're lucky to get one more scoring chance. They take a minute and a half every time there's a ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a play, sub takes 6 more minutes. They know exactly what they're doing. You can't go down to those kind of teams. So you got to score fucking goals, man. And like the ref was awful. The ref was brutal.
Terrible.
Absolutely.
But if you're not going to score goals, you got to have a good strategy, right? You got to have good strategy, and you got to play hard together as a team. It looked like they haven't gotten better anywhere. Player development, like the strategy, like youth development, like everything has gone either the same or worse. So fire Berhalter. Do it now because you still got 2 more years to build something towards the World Cup.
That's the point.
Now is the time.
Dude, do it quickly and give this new coach a chance to get a new, because the players are, for the most part, the players.
Yeah,
right. They've been in the system. I would say it's like 3/4 probably set of, but like I don't think it didn't seem like you have the talent is what it is, right? And there's not 20 players just that are elite just waiting to join this team. You got what you got, but like you got to do something different. There's something better. Someone can do a better job, and that coach on the mic was Joe Judge as a broken man. That dude, you got to get him out now because he ain't doing anything with confidence at this point. He's being ripped to shreds by everyone who loves soccer right now.
There was one time at one point, and what really stuck out to me is at one point because if the other game tied between Panama and Bolivia and USA drawed, USA was going to move on, and you have Berhalter in there saying, "Hey, it's 1-1 in the other game. Like, don't worry about the other game. You're a fucking loser. You win this game. Focus on this game."
That's some loser shit.
Loser mentality, bro. Like, don't worry about the.
Tom Coughlin would never. Tom Coughlin.
Yeah, he's pissing in his it's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a loser mentality, and I'm sick of Berhalter. Get him out, sack his ass, and let's move on. But that's all. I had to vent to you guys.
That was good venting, man. I actually like that. I'll let you guys.
That's gonna be some YouTube. That's gonna be some YouTube shorts tomorrow.
That's freaking awesome, man.
400 people. 400 people.
Shout out to the 400 people that is tuning in. We're about to go to Hard Knocks. I know you guys usually come over because we do the show a little bit late, but guess what, guys? We got to watch the HBO Hard Knocks. But first, let's pay the bills, man. Word from our sponsor, Hefe. What you got, brother?
Yes, sir. Get that Underdog Fantasy app right now. Code REVIVAL. And they will match half of your deposit. You put $500 down, they will give you $250 to play with. So Underdog Fantasy, get the app. We're going to start an exclusive fantasy league this year, and it's going to come with our private chat where we could talk shit and negotiate trades publicly, and then get made fun of for what you offered. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But Underdog Fantasy, once you sign up, send us a screenshot so we can reserve your spot in the league.
Hell yeah, man. Can't wait.
It's that simple. Just at us guys on X, Instagram, email us at the NY Revival at gmail.com. Again, the NY Revival at gmail.com if you want to email us. But yeah, send us the screenshots, guys. Be part of this fantasy league, man. We're starting it up as soon as I think we have a couple people already. So the more people in, you get into the side of the exclusive chat. We'll have a good time, talk some crap. Oh, yeah. I am new to this, but I'm telling you right now, I'm still true to this.
That's good. That's good.
I may be new to this, but I know what I'm doing.
That goes for anybody else that's been looking for an excuse or a reason to get into fantasy football. Playing a friendly fun league. It's not going to be big money. It'll be fun. It's meant to be fun. So get started with us, and we'll teach you and take your money and talk shit while we do it. It'll be great.
And again, guys, we're not sitting here trying to break the bank. But go ahead.
One last thing. On Hard Knocks, we're not doing a live show, but we want to get you guys out there. But we are going to do a recap show, a little recap show with the boys. And we're gonna talk about it. I think we're gonna shoot for tomorrow, right, Jeff?
Tomorrow morning. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it as early as possible.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. But yeah, guys, of course, man. Let's go. Hurry up and get you guys off, man. HBO Hard Knocks. If you got the app, HBO Max, you get to watch it at 9. For the regular folks that just got HBO, you get to watch it at 10 o'clock.
The common folk.
It's common folk. Either way, if you guys don't have HBO at all, just give us a little DM. We'll guide you somewhere. We know somebody that knows somebody. You know what I'm saying? We'll hook our giant family up, man. Of course, man. Shout out to Frank the Tank Fleming stopping by from Barstools. We do appreciate your time, brother. And of course, man, shout out to you. Yes, you, the revivalist in the chat that brings it every single week. We do appreciate you guys for everything. When we're successful, you're successful, hands down. That's how we're going to do this thing here. All right, so, of course, man, behalf of my brother, man, you guys know who this is, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's Spee if you nasty.
Let's go. Let's go, USA. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Let's go. And, of course, my brother El Jefe, a.k.a. White Jersey, a.k.a. Blue Jersey, a.k.a.
Don't JPP those fireworks, baby. Be safe.
Let's fucking go. That's what I like, FF. I appreciate you on that, man.
I got you.
Thank you, brother. I love you, brother. But, man, of course, man, happy Independence Day, 4th of July, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Yes,
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Woodward Roll!
Let's go.